Hello, world. Welcome to PodTune English. I am your host, Mark, and today we are doing something very special. If you are listening to this, you are probably a beginner. Maybe you are at an A1 level. Maybe you are at an A2 level. You know some words, you know some grammar, but when you open your mouth, nothing comes out. Today's episode is titled English Speaking Secrets for Beginners, From Zero to Confident. I'm going to give you more than just tips. I'm going to give you a roadmap. I'm going to share my secrets. And most importantly, I'm going to tell you how I went from being a silent observer to a confident speaker. Let's talk about the zero phase. Everyone starts at zero. Every polyglot you see on YouTube, they started at zero. That famous actor who speaks 3 languages, zero. But the difference between them and you is not talent. It is a system. When I started learning English, I was 22 years old. I lived in a small town. I had a big book of grammar. I spent 5 hours a day reading. I could pass every test. I knew the difference between the present perfect and the past simple. I felt like a genius. But then, I traveled. I went to London for a week. I walked into a train station. I wanted to buy a ticket to Oxford. I walked up to the window. The man looked at me. He was in a hurry. He said, "Next, where to, mate?" I froze. My brain was searching through my grammar book. I was thinking, is it I want to go? Or I would like to go? Or can I have? While I was thinking, the man asked again, "Oxford? Cambridge? Where are we going?" I started sweating. My face was red. I whispered, "Oxford." He said, "Single or return?" I didn't know what single or return meant. I just stood there. People behind me were getting angry. I could hear them sighing. I could feel their eyes on my back. I felt stupid. I walked away without a ticket. I went to a park and sat on a bench. I had studied for years, but I couldn't buy a train ticket. That was my zero moment. I realized that knowing English and speaking English are 2 completely different worlds. Are you in that park right now? Do you feel like you have the knowledge but not the voice? Well, stay tuned, because on PodTune English, we are going to change that today. Why does this happen? Why do we freeze? I spent months looking for the answer. I didn't want more grammar. I wanted to know the science of the brain. And I found it. I want to introduce you to a hero of mine, Dr. Stephen Krashen. Dr. Krashen is a linguist. He developed the Affective Filter Hypothesis. This is the most important thing you will hear today. Imagine your brain has a door. When you are happy, relaxed, and confident, the door is open. Information flows in. Speech flows out. But when you are afraid, stressed, or embarrassed, that door slams shut. Clang! The door is closed. This is the affective filter. When I was at that train station, my filter was 100 feet high. My brain was literally blocking me from speaking. It didn't matter how many words I knew. My security guard said, "No, we are in danger, don't speak." Most teachers tell you to study more. I tell you to relax more. There is another study from the University of Washington using brain scans. They looked at how people learn second languages. They found that the speaking center of the brain, Broca's area, needs a specific kind of exercise. It is not about reading. It is about oral loops. That means hearing, then repeating. Hearing, then repeating. Think about a professional athlete. Does a basketball player learn to play by reading a book about basketball? No. They have to throw the ball 1,000 times, 10,000 times. Your mouth is an athlete. Your tongue, your lips, your vocal cords, they are muscles. Training is not studying. At PodTune English, we believe in the 80-20 rule. 80% of your time should be spent on input and mimicry. Only 20% should be spent on grammar. When I was a beginner, I had it backwards. I was 95% grammar and 5% speaking. No wonder I couldn't buy a ticket. Let's talk about another scientific concept, the silent period. Did you know that children, when they learn their first language, often spend 6 months to a year just listening? They don't say a word. They are building a map of the language in their heads. You need a silent period too. But as adults, we feel pressure. We think, I paid for this course. I must speak now. Stop the pressure. Give yourself permission to be a listener first. But, and this is a big but, you must listen to the right things. If you are an A1 learner and you listen to the BBC News, you will fail. It is too fast. It is too complex. You need comprehensible input. This is English that is just one step above your current level. If you know 70% and 30% is new, that is the Goldilocks zone. It's just right. That is why I created PodTune English. I wanted to give you that Goldilocks experience. Fast enough to be real, but clear enough to understand. Okay, let's get practical. How do we go from 0 to confident? I developed a system called the S.S.S method. S.S.S. It stands for small, shadow, and self. Let's break it down. Step 1. Small. When I was in London, I tried to have big conversations. That was a mistake. After my failure at the train station, I changed my goal. I told myself, today I will only say 3 words to one person. I went to a supermarket. I found an employee. I asked, "Where is milk?" That's it. 3 words. The employee pointed to aisle 4. I said, "Thank you." I walked out of that store feeling like I had won an Olympic gold medal. Why? Because I had a small win. Success creates confidence. Confidence lowers the affective filter. When the filter is low, you learn faster. If you are an A1 learner, don't try to explain your philosophy on life. Just try to ask for the time. Try to order a coffee. Try to say, "Have a nice day." Win small to win big. Now, let's talk about step 2, shadow. This is the secret sauce. This is the magic. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a native speaker and you repeat exactly what they say, while they are saying it. You are not waiting for the sentence to finish. You are a shadow. You are 0.5 seconds behind them. Why is this so powerful? There was a study by the University of Tokyo on Japanese students learning English. They divided the students into 2 groups. Group A studied grammar. Group B did shadowing for 10 minutes a day. After 6 weeks, Group B, the shadowing group, had significantly better pronunciation, better rhythm, and higher listening comprehension. When you shadow, you aren't thinking about grammar. You are training your brain to recognize patterns. You are training your mouth to move in English shapes. Let's try it right now. I'm going to say a sentence. I want you to repeat it immediately. Don't wait. I am learning to speak English every day. Again. I am learning to speak English every day. Do you feel that? It feels different, right? It feels like you are singing the language. That is the goal. English is a stress-timed language. It has a beat, a rhythm. Shadowing teaches you the beat. If you listen to PodTune English, take a 30-second clip and shadow it 10 times. I promise you, in 1 week, your mouth will feel stronger. Finally, step 3, self. This is the one that makes people think I am crazy. I want you to talk to yourself all the time. When I was at my 0 stage, I was too afraid to talk to people. So I talked to my apartment. I talked to my toast. I talked to my shoes. I would wake up and say, "Okay, Mark, it is 7 a.m. I am tired. I am going to make coffee. Where is the spoon? Ah, here is the spoon. The coffee smells good. What am I doing here? I am connecting my thoughts directly to English without translating. When you translate from your language to English, you are adding a middleman. And the middleman is slow. He is expensive. He takes too much energy. Fire the middleman. By talking to yourself, you build a direct bridge from your brain to your mouth. Try this for 10 minutes a day. Describe your actions. Describe what you see. The sky is blue. That car is fast. I am hungry. It doesn't have to be poetic. It just has to be English. At the A1 and A2 level, this is how you build fluency in basic life. We have the science. We have the S.S.S. method. But there is one thing that can still stop you. Fear. Fear of what? fear of looking stupid, fear of making a grammar mistake, fear of someone laughing at your accent. Let me tell you a secret about native speakers. Are you ready? We don't care about your grammar. If you come to me and say, "Yesterday I go to store," do I think you are stupid? No, I know exactly what you mean. You went to the store. The communication was a success. Communication is the goal, not perfection. I once met a man from Italy. His English was broken. He used the wrong tenses. He had a very thick accent. But he was so confident. He told stories with his hands. He laughed. He wasn't afraid to make a mistake. Everyone wanted to talk to him. Why? Because he was connected. Meanwhile, I knew a woman from Germany. Her grammar was perfect. Her vocabulary was huge. But she was so afraid of making a mistake that she rarely spoke. When she did, she was stiff and nervous. Who was the better English speaker? The Italian man, because he used the language as a tool, not a test. You need to embrace your mistakes. I want you to make 50 mistakes today. If you make 50 mistakes, it means you are practicing. If you make 0 mistakes, it means you are stagnant. At PodTune English, we celebrate the messy, broken, beautiful English of beginners, because that is the only way to get to the confident stage. Let's look at your future. Imagine it is 6 months from today. You have been using the S.S.S. method. You have been listening to PodTune English every morning. You walk into that same cafe or that same train station. The person behind the counter speaks fast, but this time you don't hear a waterfall of noise. You hear words. You hear patterns. Your affective filter is low. Your security guard is asleep. You smile. You speak. The words flow out. Maybe you make a mistake, but you don't care. You get your ticket. You get your coffee. You have a conversation. That is freedom. English is not a subject in a book. It is a key. It is a key that opens doors to new jobs, new friends, and new worlds. You have the key in your hand right now. You just need to learn how to turn it. Before I go, I want to give you a challenge. I call it the PodTune 7-Day Speaking Sprint. For the next 7 days, I want you to do 3 things. Listen to 1 episode of PodTune English every day, even if you don't understand 100%. Shadow just 3 minutes of the audio over and over. Talk to yourself for 5 minutes while you are making dinner or getting dressed. 7 days. That's it. If you do this, I promise your confidence will double. Thank you so much for joining me today. This journey from 0 to confident is not a sprint, it's a marathon. But you don't have to run it alone. We are here with you. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to PodTune English. Share this with one friend who is struggling to speak. And don't forget to check the show notes for the full transcript of today's episode. What was your biggest 0 moment? Have you ever frozen in a conversation? Go to our comment section and tell me your story. I read every single one. I want to hear from you. Remember, don't wait for perfect, just start. I am Mark, and this has been PodTune English. Keep practicing, keep shadowing, and keep speaking. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.